Hello and welcome back to Planetcrafter episode 4. So, I have finally gotten the rocket launch platform built, and now it's time to have some fun with the atmosphere. And right now I am very short on super alloy to be able to make these rockets for to manipulate this planet even further than it's already. So I'm just going to gather some of the essentials like always, and then just go from there and see what happens. And I will be starting off with uranium rockets and that, and once I get a good supply of uranium to make uranium rods for all sorts of stuff, especially the nuclear reactors, which I'm aiming for. And then it should go pretty smoothly. Plus, now with this jetpack, I mean, moving around to certain areas has become so much easier. It's not even funny. And it is very enjoyable now, so. But the main thing I need right now is, well, a bunch of material to make the super alloys, and also a bunch of cobalt, because I'm going to require it for the rockets that I will be building. So, time to build a bunch of super alloy, get the rockets going, and don't mind the noise outside, especially with the wind kicking up. I just want to launch a rocket and crap. Yeah. A nice little meteor shower, like always. Okay, let me just make sure none of these meteors are going to hit me. And they look like regular meteors, so... But just for now, let me just see what they got to offer. Okay, sky's clearing up now, which is good. And these 3 should be the last of the meteors. So, let me make the rocket and launch it now. So, the specific one I'm going to make requires 1 rocket engine, 2 super alloys, and 3 cobalts. Asteroid attraction rocket. And this will raise the heat index by 1,000%. So, away it goes into the sky. And this is where the manipulation happens. So now I've actually triggered a meteor shower of my own. And in a minute, I just want to admire the heat index shooting up like crazy, because I do want to melt that ice to get to the osmium. But now these meteors and that, they are green. Since the rocket I launched up in that also attracts uranium meteorites. So now I have a nice little supply of uranium I can get my hands on and make more engines, plus some uranium rods for nuclear reactors, which is the next power source. There you are. And T1 pinning blueprint just unlocked, which can be useful for organization. And okay, good. I don't have to wait for these rocks to render out, so that's always a plus. Let me just go to the drop pod to replenish my oxygen and that, and gather a bunch of this stuff and drop it off. So when you launch different rockets into the atmosphere and that, they all have different effects. Some will multiply the pressure percentage. Some will multiply the heat, oxygen, plant percentage, and then there's various other ones that will help you with mapping out the planet. But those will take some time to unlock, so you don't get them right away. Right now you only get the 2 rockets, which can manipulate the pressure of the planet and the heat index. And the other rocket will rain down iridium on the planet, so let me get a little ice here, because I desperately need some water. Alright. And I want to build a few more rocket engines, so I need some iridium. And I do know I left some in the cave, so I'm just gonna go and get them. Oh, wow, my heat is climbing quick. That 1000% multiplier definitely helps. Okay. Let me get a little bit more for some iridium rods in here. And luckily with the jetpack, it won't take as long as it usually does. And I'll also pick up some other resources too, because you can never have enough, especially now since I gotta make super alloy, which takes quite a bit. Come here, you. There we go. Now, if I remember right, there's some here. And some in the corner. Now, I think I should have enough for an iridium rod. I think. And also, on a side note, in that, my terraforming formation index has definitely started to shoot up quick, so another plus of the rockets. So now I have plenty to make an iridium rod, and I have plenty of uranium, and I have super alloy, so I can make a rocket engine. I just don't have enough yet to make the attraction rocket to launch off the platform, so I need more material to make the super alloy. And also I want to clean out the iridium cave too, so let me just gather some more materials for everything. Now tier 3 veggie tube unlocked, so I can produce more oxygen, and look at that. Little by little, that chunk of that whole ice wall blocking a new area is finally melting. And I have a nice little cosmetic item, foundation angle. So now a lot of stuff is just going to start to unlock quickly. And so veggie tubes, I am definitely going to be using the angled foundation support. Maybe not so much. That's more of a cosmetic thing. My heat index is at 309. It's still needed to get to 500, but since I am also making everything to launch rockets in that, it sort of passes the time, so. And let me make 2 more super alloys, get 3 cobalts so I can make another attraction rocket and get more uranium. Okay, I just got extra uranium just in case. So let me find 3 cobalts, which there should be plenty laying around. And I see 3 right there. Okay. It's time to launch another rocket and have a little fun. boom. And this time, let me just watch and enjoy this. That's always nice to see. And then the meteor shower starts. So these multipliers and that, since I launched 2 multipliers, they stack a certain way in that. It's not like 1,000 times 1,000 percentage in that. It's 1,000 plus 1,000 that they stack. So I do have 2,000 plus percentage heat increase on here right now with the second rocket launching. And let me just make sure none of these meteors are going to hit me, because that would suck. So launching multiple rockets does benefit you with stacking multipliers. It's just that it only adds to the stack and that it doesn't multiply, if you get what I mean. So let me see if I can gather some of this uranium, even though I should wait for these rocks to render out, but hey, whatever. And it's pretty cool with the glowing green and that. Plus, when these rocks render out, especially at nighttime, it makes it so much easier to see the uranium because it's glowing green. Okay, my heat's at 425, and it is climbing rapidly. That is great. Let me switch this to bean sprout. Bean sprout's a little bit better than squash. At least now I don't have to rely on the space food. And yep, I have plenty of uranium, so I can make some rods. Oh, I have enough for 2. Great. That would be extra helpful when I start making the nuclear reactors. So it takes 3 super alloys, 2 bottled water, and a uranium rod. And the energy output is about, I'm going to say, like 4.5 times better than the tier 2 solar panels. So, and also atmospheric water collector has unlocked. Now, this item is key to being self-sufficient on this planet. So what that item does is it just gathers water and makes bottled water for you. So that's going to be key to being self-sufficient on this planet to survive in that. Especially since as this planet heats up more, these ice fragments, this ice is going to melt and you're not going to see it anymore, so. me just check. How is the heat? Is it over 5? Okay, it's over 500. So that new area and the osmium caves, should it be open now? And what the... Why the... Oh great, that's right. I have to deal with rain now. Yep. And just when I think everything is good in that, now it starts to rain. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really affect you in any way, so it's just a nice little change of pace. So this area melted, and I can grab this osmium in here. And good, I got the 3 osmium that I need for the mining extractor. Some of this ice is a little bit thicker than that and will take longer to melt in areas, so don't worry, but this is going to be like your next step. And as terraformation progresses, you're going to get different effects on the planet. So first it was the sky changing to blue, and now it's fucking rain. Which, I mean, hey, it is what it is at this point, so... Alright. So, let me see. I'm just trying to get, like, everything... You know what? I have too much stuff in my inventory, and I think it's time that... Yeah, I think it's time that I start organizing this stuff. And start building multiple storage walkers. Just so like I can keep everything organized so I know where it is and it doesn't look like clutter, because I just can't take it anymore. So let me start this painstaking process. Any sandbox game with gathering and building features, you are going to be doing this. So let me change this to iron and then titanium. And these will just be dedicated lockers to specific items, just to keep everything organized. And also, now that I have the heat past 500 and that, I can deconstruct some of my heaters for temporarily, because I don't need them right away. And also, time to build the first mining extractor, which is going into the iridium cave, because I'm going to need a constant supply of iridium, since that is very scarce. Because pretty much iridium only appears in a cave like this or an osmium cave. So let me get this set up Now these mining extractors, they will show you like the target resource that they're going to be drilling for, but also it's going to pick up other resources that is common in the area too. So especially in there, I'm going to see when I go into the chest, I'm going to see iron, titanium, magnesium, silicone, and cobalt also. So that's sort of how the extractors work. And I just want to pick up some iron now so I can build up my little storage locker system. Because I know on the second floor I'm probably going to need 5 to 6 storage lockers. And trust me, from previous playthroughs and that, this helps a lot to keep everything organized. Alright, let me make this silicone and then magnesium. And I still need one more for the cobalt. So I just need one more for the cobalt, and also I can just start stockpiling. Alright. I think. Okay, there's the other iron. Now I should have enough for the storage locker for cobalt. And I'll just pick up until my inventory's full. So let me start loading these storage lockers up and building the 5th one for cobalt. And I'll also make a 6th one for the super alloy. Oh, that's right, aluminum. I forgot about the aluminum. I need that. And this is just me being a perfectionist because I want these kind of like a certain way. So let me just do my thing. Alright. So now I have these 6. Let me put this aluminum in so I don't have to worry about it. Perfect. And even though I have a new message, I'm a little busy right now, so I am not going to read it just yet. So that's going to be my organizing solution for right now. And since that miner has been running for a little bit, let's go check it out and see what it has dug up. Also, the best part about about mining extractors is it's infinite resources that it will dig up. So I didn't get any iridium, but that's okay. Just let it run and it will eventually pick up iridium too. And now these meteors rendered out so I can see the uranium more clearly, which is very helpful. And just gathering more materials like always. So let me go back and read that message. To whoever receives this message, I'm a planetcrafter sent to Megoria 2 planet. If you received this, it means you are near. Maybe you are a planetcrafter as well. The weather is atrocious and I'm running out of resources. Oh, that guy is screwed. Alright, let me just... I definitely want to make a second ore extractor, and also I have to work on nuclear reactor. But right now, I got the one mining extractor digging for iridium, so that's going to take a while. And yeah, let me make some super alloy and figure out what I need for the second mining extractor that I don't have. So I'm just going to... I'm not really aiming to get a specific resource in that. I'm just picking up random stuff just to load the storage lockers for right now. And also to make super alloy. But the main plan is definitely... Well, I kind of have to wait because I need to get an iridium rod, but it's to put up a second ore extractor. Mainly over by the aluminum. Just to gather aluminum in that, so... That's the plan pretty much. So I definitely know I need to increase the power grid just a little bit or tweak a few things so I have enough power that I don't kick it out again. And so let me build another solar panel. Let me check in the iridium cave to see what is going on in there. Hopefully this has dug out some iridium, which will be nice. Perfect. Ooh, and an iron. Good. And let me just go around and explore this just a little bit. And now that big wall of ice has melted, which is a plus. There's a little iridium over here. Okay. Oh, and there's some down here too that I forgot about. Alright, let me head back to my base. I should have plenty of oxygen. I should be able to get back with the oxygen I have. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to get back. So, even though my terraforming index has decreased and is building at a slower pace, it's only because I am setting up some stuff right now that is going to benefit me, especially for mid-game. So I need iridium rod and 2 osmium. I have enough on the power grid to support the other extractor, which is good. So let me just make sure my health and water levels are good. Dump all this stuff so I can keep it organized. And I definitely need an aluminum and a titanium. Pick up the squash just for extra food. And let me see if this miner dug out any more iridium, because I just need a little bit more to make an iridium rod. Oh good, there's 2 in there. Nice. And I remember certain spots that I did not pick yet, so let me just mine a little bit more iridium. But once I pick all this stuff, all this iridium that's just laying on the ground and on the walls, after a while I'm just gonna have to strictly rely on the mining extractor. So okay. Okay, so I should have plenty now for another uranium rod. Let me get the osmium out. And let me go to this aluminum field now to build this second mining extractor. And with this mining extractor, I will have everything that I need. Oh, there's some uranium in that after the rocks rendered out. And see what I meant in that? Especially at nighttime, that green glow is going to be very easy to see. Okay, let me make sure I get close enough to the field. That should be good. All right. Second mining extractor is done. So now this will take care of the basics up to super alloy. I can build rockets and I can really start to ramp up stuff. Let me just pick up this uranium because it is very, very useful. So now that I am... So even though I had to set up a bunch of stuff and slow down my terraforming index a little bit, with these two mining extractors, I will be able to ramp up a lot of the production. And hopefully next time I can start upgrading my power grid to nuclear reactors, which will be very useful in that. And that's going to be it for today's episode. And if you guys really enjoyed it, like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.